Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your 2021 yearly forecast. This is a reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So Sag, I do want to say Happy New Year. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. This is a reading that is looking at 2021 for you guys. So I am using the old format, the old layout that I used to use back in the day, which is 2 tarot cards for each month of the year. So these 2 tarot cards will represent the overall energy for that month. I'm then going in with the Lenormand cards. I'm pulling you 1 Lenormand card for each month of the year. That is going to be the focus for the month. This might be where you need to put your focus for that month. I do recommend that you come back at some point, you know, maybe 6 months down the road and rewatch this reading so you can see how the energies played out for you guys. But also what I've heard so many times throughout the years is that you pick up on new things, you know, the second, the third time around that you didn't pick up maybe the first 1 or 2 times that you watch the reading, that you do pick up on things later on because they were actually meant to be picked up then or seen or heard later on. Okay. So let's get started, Sag. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. I do appreciate it. Also, one thing that I would like to mention very quickly is I am doing private readings for a very limited time. I am offering yearly private readings, so if that's something that you're interested in, all of the information is over on my website. Everything is linked down below. Okay, so we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay. So we will take a peek at the bottom of the deck, Sag. It is the 10 of Swords. This is not the overall energy for you guys for the year. I'm actually going in with a separate deck in a moment, and I'm going to be pulling you an overall theme for 2021. Also, please stick around to the end of the video because I will be pulling you additional oracle cards looking at particular areas. So we do have the 10 of Swords here. So for many of us, 2020, you know, was a difficult year, but the worst is behind you. This is actually a chapter that's coming to a close. So you're shutting the door on this. You're putting this behind you, Sag. Some of you may have been betrayed. There could have been a loss of some kind, but this is all behind you. This is all behind you. So now what I'm doing is I'm going in with the Lenormand cards. I'm pulling you 1 card for each month. This is the focus. This might be where you need to put your focus, Sag. All right, looking at 2021 for the sign of Sagittarius, please. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, guys, I would greatly appreciate that. Make sure that you are subscribed as well. Sagittarius. All right, so we do have the clouds here. Some of you may be very much in your head. You could be thinking quite a bit, possibly overthinking things, Sag. And this is an energy that's significant right now. It might be with you for a little while. So we have the clouds, but then we also have this Ten of Swords. So you could be thinking about how somebody did you wrong, for those of you that were betrayed. Ten of Swords can talk about overkill. So if you were the one that was betrayed, Sag, I mean, it could have been overkill. It could also be by multiple parties. But again, this is a cycle that's completing. For some of you, it's just simply a difficult year, which we are now putting behind us. Oh yeah, look at this. If I keep going here, we do have strength, Sag. So you have that inner strength to put this behind you and to move on. You have strength. Strength is the major arcana. You might actually hear from someone. Yes, you could be communicating with somebody if you happen to betray someone, which that's not going to be the majority of you. You could be actually apologizing to somebody here. But if you are a Sag where somebody did do you wrong in some way, or there was a breakup of a relationship or even a friendship, you possibly are going to hear from someone in the very near future. If you haven't already, yeah, this person really wants to work it out with you. Somebody is sorry. If I keep going, Sag, I have the King of Cups here. So you are going to hear from someone. If you are the Sag male, you might find yourself to be, you know, a little more emotional here at this time. Also maybe feeling a little bit scattered with that clouds energy. So needing to ground yourself. But there's going to be communication here. If you haven't already, maybe going to hear from someone on Christmas or after the new year, in the very near future. All right, so now I'm pulling you a theme for 2021 for Sagittarius. And if you're not a fan of the shuffling, my apologies. These are very in-depth readings. And if you've been with me for a long time, you know I like the jumpers. There we go. Wow, okay. So now what I'm doing, Sag, is I'm going in with this deck here and I'm pulling you. It's kind of like an overall guidance card, but it's the main advice for you guys for this year. Again, later on, I'm going to focus on particular areas, so stick around to the end. All right, but this is like the main guidance, main advice for Sagittarius for 2021, please. All right, so you have two. Wow, yeah. Communication is coming in. If it hasn't happened yet, it's on its way. So if you were hoping to hear from someone, you will. All right, actually, let me just go. All right, so let's get started, Sag. For January, we do have the Queen of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. Your focus is on the house, which can be family. Family matters, an actual home. You possibly are dealing with a Libra. If not a Libra, could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, also could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You females, this is your energy, very, very focused on your home. Very focused, Queen of Swords energy. You might have a particular task in front of you here in January that you're taking care of. Some of you may be signing something that's very important and it's related to a home. You could be purchasing a home. You could be moving house here, Sag, in January. Because with the Six of Pentacles, there can be some sort of help or some sort of assistance that's coming in. It also can represent a loan. So those of you that were hoping to be maybe approved for a loan, we do see that. For me, the house represents several different things. First and foremost, family matters. But this talks about you feeling more secure. So there's something you're doing here in January, Sag. There's something you're achieving, and you're going to feel more secure because of this. More safe, more secure. So yeah, this is very, very positive. For those of you dealing with a female, you could be dealing with an air sign. An air sign could be reaching out to you. She possibly could be giving you some help if you maybe suffered some sort of loss, Sag. If you're waiting on an air sign to maybe help you in some way. This might be a family member. We do see that in January. All right, so looking at February, we have the Hierophant, we have the Nine of Swords, very interesting. We do have the Lilies. Lily is a very peaceful, harmonious energy. It's a very calming, very healing energy. So whatever was on your mind, whatever was stressful for you, if you were losing sleep, there is some sort of group or maybe it could be a doctor, a facility, a place, an organization that is helping you. And if you are out of work here in January, you might have a family member that's helping you. You still might be stressed. You could be waiting on, which at this time it is tax season. So you could be waiting on that to come in. Try to calm your mind. Things will be done in the right way with the Hierophant. You might be worrying unnecessarily, but I think that you will conquer those thoughts, those fears. Some of you do need to seek out some sort of help or treatment here at this time. Here in March, I do have the Ace of Pentacles, Justice, and the Coffin. So, maybe you are worried about a legal matter. It could be like a lawsuit, a settlement offer, something like that to come in with the Hierophant. And here it is in March. So if you're waiting on a legal matter to be resolved, Sag, or maybe you're waiting on some tax money to come in, we do see it here in March. So with the Coffin, this is endings. This is cycles ending. You're focused on an ending. You're focused on maybe starting all over or starting something new, closing the door on the past, allowing something to be over with. You have your legal resolution or just simply, this beautiful blessing coming in because you deserve it. Some of you have been waiting on this. You've been very patient. You've been worried about this. But we have justice coming in, good karma, bringing this blessing. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which for some of you, it is a lump sum of money. Others, it could be that you've landed a new job. You might be signing a contract. We see endings and new beginnings here. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You just have to get through this, this Nine of Swords energy. Maybe you need to speak with a professional here. So in April, we have the Hanged Man, the King of Pentacles, and the Anchor. So you're all about feeling financially secure. This is what you want. This is the goal. The first half of 2021 for many of you. I think that I am reading for some Sagittarius where you might be waiting to go back to work or land a new job. or others, it's simply maybe you trying to get back to that place that you were maybe in at perhaps the beginning of 2020, before, the pandemic. For some of you, this is what you want, the King of Pentacles, which is your business booming. It's you doing quite well financially. I think that this is what you're waiting for. So those of you that have been working, or, maybe you weren't and then you are now, I think that this is the goal, is to get back to, where you were before. This is what you want with the King of Pentacles and the Anchor. You're going to achieve it. You're going to achieve that. It's just, you have to be patient and try to see things from, a positive perspective here at this time, especially if you're still working. Maybe there could have been like a loss of hours. There could have been a loss of income in the past. And I think that you're trying to get back to that place that you were at before. We do have money coming in here in March, which could be income tax for many of you. With the Hanged Man here at this time, some of you need to see things from a more maybe practical point of view, but a more positive point of view. Others, maybe you have to make some sort of sacrifice here at this time, and this is in April. And by you doing that, it's going to lead you to this Anchor, which is you feeling quite safe and secure. And overall here at this time, you're very focused on your work. You're very, very focused on getting the job done, making the money, and trying to get back to that place that I think that you were at prior. All right, so May, wow. 2 majors here. We have the Star, the Empress, and your focus is on the Sun. So look at this. Beautiful. You female Sagittarians, some of you might be a star, or maybe you're going to be. You might have started a business, and this is you waiting, to make it big for some of you. And here in May is a good month, the time of Taurus in particular, with the Empress and the Sun here. So just needing to remain positive. If you haven't made any wishes or maybe resolutions for 2021, I would set those intentions here. Stay positive. If you are waiting on making it big, May is a very favorable month for you. In particular, the time of Taurus. We see growth, lots of healing energy, very fertile energy. So some of you females, if that's something you were wishing for, hoping for, you could be conceiving here in May. But overall, no matter if you're male or female, this is a great time for you to love yourself, treat yourself, take extra good care of yourself, heal any past wounds, and then plant those seeds for new beginnings. The ground is fertile here in May. Some of you are manifesting some sort of wish come true. There is success that's coming in for you with the Sun, success, happiness. If you wanted to be a star in some way, you will be at this time. You're shining bright. Definitely very optimistic, beautiful. People around you find you to be incredibly beautiful, shining bright, maybe very drawn to your energy. Yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, this is just beautiful energy. Now, if you date women, you might have, honestly, with this combination, you might have your dream woman come in May. Some of you might meet your dream woman if that's something that you were hoping for. If you're married and you were maybe hoping to have a baby, this is a very favorable time. So here in June, we have the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the focus being on the dog. So some of you might actually have a dog where you're focused on your dog here. But the dog represents a friend, someone who is very loyal. So you might have this King of Swords. This could be a friend. You might have an air sign or someone who comes off as the King of Swords, who is very significant at this time. This is in June. You could be actually doing something with the friend. That's what I'm getting for some of you, Sagittarius, is maybe you're working on something with a King of Swords. He also could be your attorney. Now, whatever it is that you are working on with the Seven of Pentacles, this will need for some of you, it will be that this needs your constant attention. This will need nurturing here. You will have to be patient with whatever seeds you're planting at this time. We've seen prior here in May that the ground was fertile with that Empress energy. And so now we see things sprouting here. So that's quite quick, to be honest. You might think it's not, but it actually really is. So from May to June, you're seeing quite a bit of growth here. It could be due to a friend. We have this King of Swords here, and we have someone very loyal with the dog. If you own a business or if you've started a business this year, Sag, again, this could be a lawyer. This could be someone that is helping you. This could be a professional with the King of Swords. Here in July, we have the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and the Key. Wow, okay. So now you have the Sun in both decks. So really powerful, very very, very positive energy here at this time. So this is mid-year for you guys. Shining bright, no matter if you're male or female. For me, I have masculine and feminine energy here, so it really does not matter. You're shining bright, you're looking good, you're feeling good. You actually might see an increase here with your energy levels here at this time. I mean, feeling really inspired. You're just on fire. You're energetic. In the spotlight. So I am reading for some Sagittarius where you are a star or you're going to be. There's something that is meant for you. It's written in the stars. It's meant for you. And it's manifesting over this time period. Yes, you have to be patient here and try not to worry so much. But we see, I mean, beautiful energy coming in. Again, some of you are conceiving. These months here are very, very favorable for conception if that's something that you want. Some of you conceiving a little boy or possibly could be twins. Now, the key could represent an actual key. So those of you that are moving, or if this is like a business and you have a commercial property, something like that, literally a key might be significant if you are waiting on being handed a key. Because we see you fired up. We see you very, very motivated here at this time. And we see success. With the key and the Sun, this is success. This is a big fat yes. You've unlocked the answer. You found the answer. You're achieving a goal here. And, I mean, you're looking good, Sag. Lots of energy. This is great for manifesting. So in August, we have the Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Your focus is the birds, which the birds can represent several different things. It can be that chatter, that gossip. So pay attention to your social circle. But it is a hectic energy. So I feel like something is happening very quickly here. It's putting you into protective mode. What I'm getting with this is very strong. It's you protecting your heart, okay? So Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, an overly protective energy where you're really just, you could be blocking your heart, but overly protecting yourself, your heart. And it's because something you're hearing here at this time, or the energy is a little hectic here at this time. You have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so some of you could have been betrayed in the past, and so it's almost like you go into protective mode, you know, some red flags go off, whatever it is, and you don't want to allow for this to happen again. And so we see you overly protective here, Sag, which, you know, might not be a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not getting lost. I'm getting this very protective energy here where there's something you're hearing, and so in your mind there's like red flags, you know, going off here, and you're automatically going into this mode where you're not going to allow someone to hurt you again. You could even be hearing from an ex or an old friend, someone who did you wrong in some way, and you're closed off to them. You're blocking them out. You're not going to let them hurt your heart again. Four of Pentacles, you protecting your heart. And so if you feel the need to do that, then do that, because you know best, Sag. And some of you are doing quite well at this time. Let's just be real. I mean, some of you, possibly you're a star, or you're going to be. Others, you're quite successful here at this time. There's something you're starting, you're planting seeds, it's going to take off. You know, when we're doing well, those exes or those old friends, you know, people tend to pop up when you're doing well, you know. So, I mean, that's exactly what could be taking place here for some of you. So in September, I have the Ace of Swords with the Moon. The focus is on the bouquet. So this is very positive as well. Listen to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams. I think at this time, because of what went on this prior month, you heard something was a little chaotic, but you went into protective mode. That's a good thing. But it's left you feeling possibly a little scattered, a little emotional. You know, what's going to happen next? Maybe a little fearful. Feeling uncertain with that moon energy, not sure. Things feel very, very much up in the air, and you don't know what's going to come next. We do have this beautiful Ace of Swords, though. So this is that truth, that clarity coming in. You're going to be able to basically cut right through this energy here. You will see things clearly. This energy is great as far as you getting creative, as far as new ideas. If you're a writer in particular, I'm seeing you write at night, feeling very inspired. And this is very positive. So those of you that are hearing something at this time, communication, very significant. You might hear something and then you're kind of left waiting, wondering, maybe a little fearful, you know, what's happening, what's going on, not all is known. Trust, have faith in, you know, that divine timing, that everything is working out in your highest good. There's a gift, there's something that's beautiful that's coming in. There is some sort of reward or some sort of victory here, but you just have to work through this energy. Some of you will cut right through that, and you will see things clearly, and you could be learning something at this time that you didn't know before. But just try to stay positive, because you are on this journey. And so here in October, I have the Page of Wands, Princess of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Moon. Interesting, the Moon in both decks. So again, intuition, dreams, psychic abilities being turned up a notch. If you're an empath, I mean, everything is going to be turned up a notch here at this time with this double moon energy. Again, communication. So Ace of Swords, the birds here prior, Page of Wands. There's lots of communication. Maybe going back and forth here. But at this time, many of you that I'm reading for, you're on this spiritual journey. And I've been saying this to you for a long time, for many Sages. It's been coming up in a lot of your readings. Many of you are on a spiritual journey here, which is great. But here at this time, you could be letting go of someone or something. It served its purpose. Now, this might not be you letting go of this, whatever this is. It could also be a relationship. Whatever this is, forever. You know, at some point, you could move back towards this. But I think that if you are letting go of something, it's because you have to make room. You have this very, very, very creative energy here. You know, if you're letting go of maybe something you did, maybe you have multiple, maybe streams of income, let's say. Multiple streams of income, but you're trying to squeeze something else in here. You have to make space. So I'm definitely reading for some writers. I'm definitely reading for some Sag creators where you're a writer, you might be an artist. Yeah, but maybe you have too much. There's too much. And so, you know, you have to turn your back and walk away from something. You have to create that space, okay? And that's what you're doing. You could be communicating that with somebody here at this time. For those of you where it is maybe a friendship or a relationship. So here in November, I have the Six of Cups, Two of Wands. The focus is on the Tower, which this is very much talking about the past. Very, very much talking about the past. So those of you that did let go of a relationship, you know, it wasn't in your highest good. So those of you, we're at this time, October, November, if you are letting go of some relationship, it could be because you want to reconcile with maybe someone from your past. That's not going to be the case for all of you, but for some of you, this is something from your past that is significant here at this time. So you could be hearing from an ex. You could be bumping into an old friend. The past is very, very significant here. This could even be someone you used to do business with. Some of you, it's your child. Maybe you have grown children. You could be hearing from your children or a child here at this time. For those of you that were waiting on maybe something to do with custody or something with child support, a decision in regards to that, that could be coming through here in November. The Tower can very much talk about legal matters. And so some of you, that's what this is. Two of Wands is you thinking about the future. If you have children, you are very much planning for, you know, you and your children, your future, what you want to do with your children. Let me see what else I'm getting here. You could be making some plans in regards to having children. Some of you could be doing that. Those of you that are coupled. But needing to reconnect with your inner child, especially if you've been feeling a little lonely. This is November, so this is around Thanksgiving. If you've been feeling a little lonely, a little isolated, maybe you've been very focused on your work, the message here is to reconnect with your inner child and to have a little fun, Sag. And this is November. December, we have the Alchemist, we have the Five of Cups, the focus being the Whips. What I'm getting with this, Sag, is you are manifesting. You have this energy. Honestly, I feel like you have this energy with you all year round. All year round, yes. Here at the start of the year, you will have to be patient and work through some fears here. But I see you inspired by the past, honestly. Five of Cups, whatever happened in the past, Sag, you know, past relationships, friendships that didn't work out, whatever happened in your past. I think that for many of you, you know, you are where you are because of that. You know, everything does happen for a reason. But I'm definitely reading for some Sages where you're inspired by your past, you know. Yes, you have maybe some past hurts and those losses, but if you take those experiences, you know, and learn from them, which some of you are doing that, in some way it's inspiring you. It's inspiring you. And again, I'm getting the writer thing here. So some of you Sages, you might be a writer, or you're going to be. That's one way you can be a star, is some of you maybe publishing a book. With the whip, you know, the whip can talk about competition. It's very passionate, very, very passionate, a little bit more aggressive energy here, but you can use this energy as far as manifesting and being creative and being very competitive. You can use this energy here in a really good way. And so, yeah, what I'm getting with this is you're taking, you know, what happened in the past and you're using that, you know, those learning experiences, those lessons, everything you went through in the past, and you're using it to create and manifest, you know, the world that you want, your world, your life, you know, what it is that you want. And I think that you're feeling very inspired here. I think you're feeling very inspired, and you have everything you need when it comes to you doing this, just very much needing to believe in yourself and needing to step into your power, which the overall theme for you guys here for this year is the Emperor. So that's exactly what you're doing, no matter if you're male or female. You're stepping into your power, and it's a 4. And what's interesting is you're starting this year with, you have a 4 here. And so that number 4 definitely might be significant for many of you that are watching. You want that stability. You want to feel more stable, more secure. And I think you're going to achieve that. You are definitely going to achieve that. Stay focused. Black out distractions, which, you know, that's one thing that I'm getting here. And this is August, September-ish. At this time, I feel like there's definitely some chatter. There could be some jealousy, some haters around you, but you're doing just that. You're blocking them out. You're not going to allow yourself to be hurt again. You have this very protective energy here, which is very good. You're standing in your power. Some of you taking back your power. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. You know, females, we have to step into this energy sometimes, you know, don't we? So we do have ask with sincerity. Isn't that interesting? And then be patient. So be patient with yourself here. It is going to be a very good year for you guys. But like I mentioned here at the start, you will have to be patient here, especially in February. Especially in February, be patient. If there's something you want, you might need to step into your power here and go for it. Maybe you're going to ask someone out. For some of you, it could be you're going to ask someone out, or maybe ask someone for their forgiveness. Remember what we've seen here at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups, Strength, Temperance, King of Cups. And so you could be apologizing to someone, Sag. You could be asking someone something. But let's pull you some additional guidance cards. Sagittarius for 2021, please. What else does the sign of Sagittarius need to know for 2021, please? But you have a lot of very, very creative energy here. You have this healing energy here. Endings and new beginnings. But you have things coming in, Sag, that are meant to come in for you at this time. Okay. So those of you interested in love, let's look at that. Let's look at Sag's love life here for 2021. What is the message for Sagittarius for 2021? Please, looking at their love life. Sagittarius, looking at their love life for 2021, please, for the sign of Sagittarius. All right, let's see. All right, so those of you wondering about health and well-being for 2021, I am pulling you one of these cards, but like I always mention, I am not a doctor. This is just to give you a little extra guidance here, with it being a yearly reading. Let's look at health and well-being for Sagittarius, please. Financially, I think it's going to be a good year for you guys. I really do. And I think if your goal was to feel more financially secure, you will achieve that. You will have to be patient, but you will achieve that sense of security and stability. Many of you will achieve that. As far as friendship, some of you could be making a new friend here in June. Possibly it's an air sign. Some of you possibly moving. You could be moving house here this year. If you have a business, if you're starting a business, I see success. I see success, guys. Right. Okay. So I like to pull, you guys, a Moonology card, because this does give us, you know, a nice timeline. It can confirm, you know, what the tarot is saying. And it is, don't let your pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. So I'm not sure when the full moon in Leo is this year, but for some of you, that time period is significant. Also, you know, with what I'm seeing here with the Emperor, we have a lion here on this Emperor card, and we do have a lion here. And so, yeah, many of you stepping into your power. Maybe something could have knocked your confidence prior in 2020, but you're getting it back. You're getting it back, guys. And of course, don't let your pride get in the way. If you did something and you do want to make it right, this could be actually what's on your mind for those of you where you do want to get back together with somebody. The message here, especially for those of you that are doing it in February, would be overcome your fears. Do the right thing with the Hierophant and mend this relationship with the lilies. The energy is right for that. So if you have a relationship, a friendship, a family relationship, some sort of relationship that you want to heal, you know, the energy is there to do that in February. All right, so looking at your love life, I have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Some of you have a soulmate coming in. May is a really good month for that. Possibly an air sign. It could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We also have very strong Leo energy here. We also have very strong Taurus energy here. So keep an open mind. This person might be very different from you. Maybe they're not your usual type, you know, but there could be something else as well, you know. There could be something else. They might be, you know, a different culture or whatever it may be. So needing to stay open-minded. Some of you, this is a soulmate. You might not know now, but you will. Isn't that interesting? So some of you, what I'm getting with this is you have someone around you, and those of you that I'm speaking to, you would know. You have somebody around you. You're not with them right now. This might be a love interest. You know who this person is, but as far as you coming together with them, it could be happening here in May. And maybe there's something that you're going to find out. There's something you're going to find out. You might find out that this person really likes you. Maybe you kind of like them. Maybe you're kind of interested in them, but then you're going to find out that they're really interested in you. There's something really positive that will come to light. And remember, we have the sun here in May, and then July. In June, we have the dog. And so there's something coming to light. It's very positive. Very, very positive. And then looking at health and well-being, and I do apologize for any background noise, guys. We do have detoxification. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. And then we also have sobriety. Interesting combination. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for adjusting my cravings and healthful direction so that I only desire life-affirming foods and beverages. So this might be like a New Year's resolution, if I could get it out. This might be a New Year's resolution that some of you guys are doing here. You could be making big changes with your diet, what you're eating, what you're drinking. Maybe you are going to be doing a detox. Some of you could be eliminating, could be soda, sugary drinks. It could be alcohol. It really could be anything. But yeah, for both of these cards to come out, guys, if this is something you were just thinking about doing, I think you should do it. I think you're being encouraged. If you have that idea that kind of keeps popping up, it's for a reason. You know, that's your angels, your spirit guides, you know, trying to get you to make some changes to your diet. Because, you know, they're there, they're ready, they're going to help you with that. Some of you are really being encouraged to look at your diet. Yeah. But yeah, Sag, overall, you know, it's a really nice reading. I'm very happy to see this for you guys. So I do hope that you found it helpful. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do, guys. I do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. And also, if you are interested in having a private reading with me, my readings are opened up temporarily. This is just a temporary thing. I'm doing yearly, so if you're interested in having a personal yearly reading, my links are all below. All the information is over on my website. All right, guys, I do want to wish you a very happy, healthy, blessed new year. Take care.